This is technically part 2 to my video where I showed every single one of my favorite looks from Drag Race for each specific runway category. And this time today we're going to do the same thing but for All-Stars. I just want to remind you that these are just one person's opinions. I'm going to try to explain why I like some things more than I like others, and there's no reason for people to get offended, though I know somebody will. Interestingly enough, and I just want to say this here, going through the All-Stars looks, I didn't remember just how not that impressed I was by some of them, or rather by most of them, because for regular seasons, I could tell you, like, off the top of my head, my favorite looks from each of the seasons, whereas for All-Stars, before going through the looks for this video, I don't think I could have been able to tell you my favorite look for most of those seasons. I don't know, they just haven't stuck with me as the others have. But okay, before we begin, however, I do want to thank all of these lovely people who have become members of the channel. They have been helping me a lot, given that I have moved countries, and they have seen this video before the rest of you, and they have other exclusive videos to watch. Once season 18 starts, my episode by episode reviews of the season will be exclusive to the channel members, so if you want to see that, you can become a member. However, if you still want to support me but are not able to become a member, you can like this video, subscribe, and comment what your favorite looks on All-Stars are. Just like before, we're going to do this backwards, so starting with season 10 and ending with season 1 of All-Stars. Out of all of the promo looks for All-Stars 10, I chose Alyssa Hunter's look as my favorite. Purple, I think, was the best color out of the 3 categories. The fact that Alyssa here went with mixing purple and gold is so smart, and it looks so fucking amazing. Obviously, again, this photo helps it a lot in the way that she poses and with the cape and everything. It makes the outfit look even better than it already is, but you would be crazy to say that this is not a good outfit. Like, look at all of the lining with gold. Look at all of the different sizes of all of the beads, or are they like little tiny balls that she has there? The headpiece, oh my god, do I love a headpiece. You're going to see that I love a headpiece. And I love how the outfit also goes down into the heel. Starting with bracket 1's entrances, it is Bosco. This is such a diabolical look. It's so fucking cool. The only thing that I would change about it is maybe make the tights also zebra print, just to make it a little more uniform, but honestly, this is so stupid and so cool and so fashion. For the slits and tits runway, this might surprise some people, but it's actually going to be Phoenix's look. This sort of bondagey, monstery, but also kind of doll look. And again, we have purple, and it's purple latex that it's also somewhat see-through, like it's somewhat transparent. And I love what she did with the zips and everything. One of my favorite looks of this season. For the coming and going look, I guess it is going to be Bosco's Elvira homage, I guess. Obviously, her going look is just the coffin, so it doesn't really work. But look how gorgeous she looks. Like, you cannot deny it. She looks so fucking beautiful here. For the makeover, nope, none of them. Go on. No, go. For the 8 ball, so now we're in bracket 2, I gave it to Lydia. I'm not really crazy about this look, and I was a little harsher this time around going through All-Stars looks, because in my mind, it's like, you have a bigger budget, you have more contacts, you have more experience, you should know how to do it. If there are any runways where I have, like, where all the looks are meh, but then I choose one that's just a little above all of the meh looks, then I'm not, going to choose it, because, like, I'm forcing myself to choose my favorite. This look of Lydia's is kind of that, but I do still like it because of the whimsy and the sort of 80s but also modern interpretation that she put into the look. Oh, I should have said the entrance look first for bracket 2. Yeah, it's Kerri. She looks gorgeous. Look at her hair. Now for the Little Shop of Horrors, I chose Tina Burner's look, actually. You see this and you're like, you know what she's doing, and it's so smartly done. Like how the flowers open up down there, and then her leg, or rather, well, yeah, her heels and her legs look like stems, and then the makeup, all of the different shades of pink together look really beautiful. Great look. And for the Wild Wild West look, it is this look by Lydia. This is one of my favorite looks of Drag Race ever. It is so cool. I love the shape of it. I love the mix of different denims on the look. I love that she used the rope to kind of tie in everything. Obviously, like, just, for the design of it all. I love the fucking hat. And then that it has tassels, because it's still, or rather, it also adds to the aesthetic. And then the cow print. Oh my god. The only thing, the heels. But don't look at them. Don't look at them. For bracket 3 Queen's entrances, my favorite entrance is Acid Betty's. Do I think this could have been a better look? look had she done less colors. So for example, had the orange in her bodysuit been pink, yes, I think that would have been better. But do I still like this look as it is? Yes, I do. For the design challenge, I actually really like Alyssa Hunter's look. The way that she did the Wicked Witch, or rather, well, yeah, technically she would be the Wicked Witch, like the one that looks evil but is not evil, or rather wicked. All of this red looks good on her. I also like that she put black shadow, or like she used some sort of black makeup on her skin, like on her arms and on her legs, to make her skin look charred, if that's the word. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. And I also like how how her hair looks like horns, so it gives more of that like hellish, devilish effect. For the Miley runway, I guess ginger. I mean, also technically this is an Elvis look, not a Miley look, but yeah. For the paper doll runway, it's Daya Betty. She's an insect queen weirdo thing with antenna that's also actually just feathers. I think it's really cool. I like all of the different references, and oh my god, the contacts really help here. They make the outfit go from, okay, a little weird to like, oh, this is like a whole ass concept. Now for the final entrances, when it's the top 9, my favorite entrance look is Daya Betty's. This is so cunty. In my mind, if I were a woman, this is how I would be dressing. Just animal print everywhere, faux fur everywhere, and then just, you know, slutty, somewhat Y2K aesthetic, and in general like 2000s aesthetic. I love this one so much, and I love that she mixed baby blue with all of the animal print here. Oh, also, and the glasses. Oh my god, yes, also the glasses. For the tiramisu runway look, I'm giving it to Jorgeous. When Jorgeous came out in this suit, I was like, am I a fan of Jorgeous? Not really, but I almost became a fan of Jorgeous. This fucking color, or rather it's the material and the dark red with little bits of maybe even like black just to give more dimension to the look. The asymmetrical shoulder horn that she has, so good. And then also the tie and the shirt that she has underneath it that look like just red leather. Love that. Also the hair, oh my god. And I like that it's more of a baggy suit, that it's not fully tailored to her. Again, anything devilish or horror inspired, I'm gonna like it. For the foiled again runway, it is Lydia's alien homage, or just like alien fantasy. Why does she have 4 tits? Why is her brain so big? I think she worked really smartly with the materials that she used, and she created a silhouette to the silhouette that she has on her body. And I think I also mentioned this when the episode aired and when I saw the runway for the first time. I love that she had such aggressive pink blush, because the pink lighting and everything on the main stage reflects on her outfit. So the little pink on her face is also present in the pink on her outfit. Love that. And from the finale, my favorite look is again Lydia's look. Black and red, you can't go wrong with that. Spikes, leather, fluffy stuff, but also like really well tailored. Giant gloves, giant hair with different like ponytails and whatnot. Also, how do you call this thing? Is that like a mace? It's not a mace. Maybe it is. Love the accessories and love the fantasy of this look. However, my favorite look from this season is Daya Betty's entrance look for the top 9. If I see something and I'm like, I want to wear this, it's probably going to be my favorite look. Although, to be fair, a lot of Lydia's looks I would also wear, but this aesthetic, it's so drag, but also you can be like, yeah, I can see somebody wear this. Like, yeah, it's cool. And it's a nice mix of different aesthetics and just, oh my god, animal print. It will be the death of me. For the promo of season 9 of All Stars, I mean, it's gotta be Plastique Tiara. It was almost Gottmik, but then I realized that Gottmik's look, or rather her promo pic, looks good because of the background. You look at Plastique and you're like, holy shit. Like, just the headdress and all of the different ornaments there and her jewelry and the lotus symbol that she has on her forehead, and then all of these colors and the mix of purple, orange, and pink. Her nails, did you guys ever see her nails in this look? Did you ever zoom in to see that the actual outfit, the dress is sequins, the pattern? Oh my god, Plastique, you're diabolical. For the entrances, nah, I didn't like any of them. For the fragrance runway, again, Plastique. Who is this Victoria's Secret woman that walked off the runway there? Lovely. In episode 2, they had a ball. I don't remember the exact order that the looks were in, but for the Drag Imitates Art runway, it's Gottmik's Scream dress. I don't know if it's also actually like painted onto, like the actual painting is on the dress, or if it's just that's how it's sequined. I don't know, but either way, what it is, like, I love it. Also, such a great inspiration because of all of the colors on there, and I love that her entire body is covered and only her face is visible, because like the point of the painting is like just that fucking face, and you also look at Gottmik and you're like, that fucking face is so beat and it looks so good. And also, even though it's a dress that completely hugs Gottmik's body, it still has a train. Love that. Then for the monochrome look, Nina West, I guess. I don't know, this is like a weird, fluffy, but also close to the body, pink monster. Yeah, sure, that. And then the paintball look that they had to design and create, it's Gottmik. First of all, the Fascinator. Not even looking at the dress, the Fascinator and like her face. Oh my god. And then you look at the dress. It looks so fucking cool. It looks like it's covered in blood. Like it's giving that. It tells such a good visual story. I love it. For the tail and two titties, Gottmik. Literally, like if you try to do plastic surgery, quote unquote, or like cosmetic surgery looks after this one, what are you doing? Like this is the pinnacle of that genre of looks. Also, how ballsy to do this. And so smart. You're like, oh, two titties, yeah, the ones that I chopped off. The tail, my ponytail. Yeah, and what? For the makeover, no, go to hell. However, I do want to give a little shout out to Vanjie, or rather her lip sync look. I don't know. Looks cool. For the day to night look, again, it's Gottmik. Suit and then slutty lingerie in the back. Yeah, go for it. Atomic Blonde, nah, didn't like any of them. For the Widow Weep look, or just like their bi-season goth inspired all black looks that they often do, it's again going to be Gottmik, because she's a black candle that's dripping all over herself, but it also is like dripping down and creating this dress, but the candles on her shoulders are still lit. And then look at the heels, or like the boots rather. Look how they also look like they have been dripped on with wax. And the makeup, so good. And also the veil, that's also a train, but that looks like smoke. Oh my god. For the make your own music runway design challenge, nah, didn't like any of them. For the pearls runway, it's yet again Gottmik. I don't know, guys, it's Gottmik. It's always going to be Gottmik, because this horror creature thing person, I love that she went with black pearls, and then obviously like black with the way that she paints her face white always looks good. My only issue here is that the bodysuit underneath it all is kind of giving like purplish gray, but maybe it's just like the stage lighting or whatever. I wish it was darker. Like I wish it was all like fully like black, like pitch black. For the lip sync smackdown in episode 10, I guess Gottmik's look, yeah. And from the finale, my favorite look is obviously Gottmik's look. Just look at her. Again, the Fascinator. She knows how to do a Fascinator well. And then the construction of that outfit, and how it's a mermaid dress, and how it expands at the bottom and looks like waves, and it's all leather, and it's bondagey, and it's Cenobite, and Gottmik is so cool. However, my favorite look from this season is, you guys are going to be shocked, it's Gottmik's Edward Monk Scream look. Now we're on to All Stars 8, and the promo there, yeah, it's Jimbo. It's a pink monster that's fluffy, but also it has a silhouette. The texture is interesting because the color is not, or rather like it's just one color, and she has these tiny bangs on, and yeah, not much to say other than like cool look. The entrances, nah, I didn't like any of them. For the ball, technically kind of ball, or whatever you want to call it. I think it is technically a ball in episode 1. For the famous then runway, I gave it to Monica. This is one of those moments where it was like all meh looks to me, but one that I actually did like, and it's her Cleopatra, maybe not Cleopatra, but just like ancient Egypt inspiration. It's a fine look, whatever. For the famous now look, I gave it to Alexis Michelle's Kim Kardashian inspired. Well, it's actually pretty much just like the exact look. Kim's Balenciaga Balenciaga all black look because it's kind of ghouly and creepy. For the Famous Forever, yeah, I didn't like any of them. For the Net Gala, it's Alexis Michelle. There are a couple of looks in this season where I chose Alexis just because she looks beautiful in those looks, as she does here. Beige with black, I think, is a very beautiful combination of colors, no matter like who's wearing them, really. I just like how this dress is simple, but then it has just that minimal lining of black that ties in with her hair. It's just pretty. For the ball in episode 3, wow, they had a lot of balls there. First, for the legendary looks, I gave it to Darienne Lake, actually. I love her interpretation with milk here. It's giving Kylie Minogue, and it's also giving Grace Jones, and this may be like Darienne's best look on the show. Obviously, she didn't have many good looks, but this one I think is really, really good, and she looks beautiful in it. For the fruity look, I give it to Mrs. Kasha Davis, actually. I love this banana getup. It's yellow, obviously, yellow, love yellow. Maybe the only thing that I don't like is the length of the dress, but I love this sort of Copacabana, showgirl, Brazil, all of those different references put together, and just like bananas there being on her shoulders as shoulder pads. Oh, also the feathers that are hanging from her sleeves. Love that. For the supermarket design category in the ball, I guess Kahanna, pretty much just because of the colors, because it's giving me Manectric. I like this electric blue on her. Yeah, that's it. For the As the World Turns runway, again, Alexis Michelle. Look how beautiful she looks. You wouldn't know that there's an entire ass back there, or like that's going to be the reveal. Very beautiful. For the reveal runway, nope, not a single one of them. Let's move on. For the Grace Jones looks, it was almost none of them. I don't think they really paid good homage, or rather they did it well. I like Jessica Wilde's look just because I think you can't really fuck up with purple in an outfit, or like an all purple outfit. That's pretty much it. For the Miss Fill in the Blank runway, Jimbo, just because it's silly and I like the iridescence of all of the different bits of the outfit, and also the tits, which like, yeah, duh. For the winner design, oh my god, it's Jimbo. Absolutely Jimbo. This episode of All Stars 8 is maybe the best episode of that season. Not maybe, it is definitely the best episode of that season, because you watch Jimbo be like, oh, I'm going to create this, like this look that she ends up creating. And the entire storyline of that episode is Jimbo is not going to be able to do it. She's going to flop. It's not going to end up looking good. She's stressed. Oh my god, is Jimbo going to be in the bottom 2? Is she gonna get eliminated? What is gonna happen? And then she walks out in this. And it's so fucking fantastic. It's so bizarre. It's so... How do you come up with this thing? Even without the face mask, and or rather just like the covering of the face, I think it would have been a good look. But the mask and the pearls that, you know, have this face, like the smiley face, it just pushes it into like a legendary category for me. I love it so much. You can guess what my favorite look of the season is going to be. For the Snow Bunny look, Alexis Michelle, she looks pretty in it. I like this icy baby blue color with the silver and the pinkish silvery hair, and also obviously she has a pearl necklace because like Snow Bunny, double entendres, and ha ha ha, whatever. For the makeover, nope, not a single one. And from the finale, again, it's Alexis Michelle. She looks stunning in this red. I like the different fabrics that she used. I actually like that she used orange hair with this, like ginger hair. This is what the Jinx Monsoon thinks she looks like. That might be a little bit to say, but like this is definitely Jinx's aesthetic, but just, I would say like done so much better. But yeah, my favorite look is Jimbo's, like Trixie Mattel inspired, or rather, well, yeah, Trixie Mattel inspired outfit. Can I wear this? Like, oh my god, maybe for next Halloween I should try to do this, but like on a heavy budget. All Star 7, it's all winner, so we're expecting a lot of great looks. Unpopular opinion, there weren't that many. Starting with the promo, I'm giving it to Evie Oddly because, I don't know, man, it looks cool. I like that it's like a nudish illusion, or just like in general beige, and it's just covered with like random bits of silver there. I like that the nude illusion is actually fur, which again, why, but also why not? And then her hair is short and it's orange, which again, why, but also why not? And then the goggles, it's giving me like anime character, it's like Digimon. I also like how she posed it here because the sleeve makes it look like she has a third leg. And also I like that she's wearing just like platform shoes. Sure, why not? For the entrances, Monet Exchange. Oh my god, I love this look. Like, look at it. Look at her. Look at the hair. Look at just the fact that she... Okay, so this look could be good even without the little shorts, like the little denim things with like this, the pockets hanging out there. But like the fact that she thought to do that, so smart and so good. Oh my god, and all of the accessories. Love, love, love this look. But yeah, I didn't like any of the crowning looks later on the runway. For the pleather principal, Jaida, who is this 2000s R&B baddie? This dark red that almost goes into like a purplish, like it has a bit of blue in it to give it extra depth. She looks like she's going to go kill a vampire. So then we have a ball in episode 3. First, I think it was the Vanna White category, which like... Really? That's your category? Whatever. Shay, because she looked the most beautiful. Now for the before and after, rather, where you had to like make a portmanteau with different names or even concepts. I liked Raja's Olivia Newton-John Waters look. It's so simple. And Raja looks really beautiful in it, which like obviously points for that. But points for it being so simple. Because like she didn't have to overthink it. She was just like, oh, I can be Olivia Newton-John. So like just like Sandy in Greece. And then let me draw a tiny little mustache. And I'm John Waters. I love that. And then for the look that they had to design, Monet Exchange. I'm shocked that this look did not get a lot of love from the fans, but also from the judges. I mean, maybe they did, but they just didn't show it. When you do green and red together, you can mess up like really bad. Like, for example, like Naomi at season 8's reunion / finale. Never mind, but oh my god, Monet here. These two green shades that she has on go so well with the hair that she has, and then all of that goes so well with her skin tone. I also, I mean, this might be like unpopular, but like gold with this? Oh my god, what a nice combination of colors. And also the outfit is really fun, it's easy to move in, and it gives dimension and shape where like it doesn't have to. Like even when she's just standing here, like you can see that she has a shape and that she has movement there. In episode 4, they had the spikes runway, and yeah, Jaida again, just because of the entire fantasy of it. The leather, the spikes coming out of her, the spikes being in her hair, the random pops of red as like the lining of her outfit, and then on her lips. Love, 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 love. Love her makeup here too. For the Veiled It runway, I mean, Raja, simple but effective. For the Dolly runway, I guess Trinity, because she looked most like Dolly, question mark. For the Rudu look, oh my god, the Vivienne's look. This is such a good look. First of all, the original look is maybe Rue's best look ever on the show, but the Vivienne's reinterpretation of the look, oh my god, it's so beautiful. And it's so smart that the way that she did it, the way that she just like bunched it up and made it so that her legs are out and everything. And oh my god, the colors, so good. And the makeup and the bunny ears that she kept there. For the Nitty Nitty Bang Bang look, or rather the runways, my favorite is Evie Oddly's. This might be Evie's best look like of all time on the show. I love the gradient, and I love that the gradient does not stop at like going from yellow to orange, but it also goes from orange to brown, which like, you know, isn't that funny? Can I just say this? Brown is dark orange. Anyway, I love her fascinator here. I love that her chest is exposed, but like she has her nipples covered in like yarn, like balls of yarn, and her accessories are obviously the needles that are used for knitting. She has them as like fascinators, but she also has like balls of yarn stabbed through on the fascinator, and she also has the 2 big ones in her hands. Love this look. So conceptual, so well done. Movement, everything. Cool. Love it. Can I wear it? For the reveal yourself, Shay. And I'm showing only this screenshot because like I'm not going to show you all 3. Looks beautiful. That's about it. For the all glowed up look, I mean, similarly, yeah, again, it's Shea Coulee. Oh my god, her sunflower fairy fantasy, so good. This is what, I mean, not exactly this, but this is how live action Wings could have been. Beautiful. And for the grand finale, my favorite look is going to be the Vivienne's, just because she looks really beautiful there. However, my favorite look of the season is Evie Oddly's Nitty Nitty Bang Bang. Oh my god, I love this look so much. Are we surprised that my favorite look is something yellow? No. Now season 6. Not that no for their fashions. But yeah, starting with the promo, God, it's that promo was such a mess. But actually, Serena Chacha, yeah, why not? The hair, why does she have a random bird like a phoenix on top of her head? But then also just like general random, like just a regular wig underneath the phoenix. But even without that, I love the bodysuit. I like the gradient. I like how it goes from the silvery white down all the way down to yellow, orange, and red. Smartly done look. Good promo, but I don't think they should have done it like this. Like, I don't think they should have done these colors against the background of the same color. For the entrances, I'm giving it to Kylie Sonique. It's bondagey, it's pop performance, it's fun, all red, that's it. Then we get to the ball. The first category is a blue collar look, and my favorite look is yet again Kylie Sonique's look. Again, this is something that looks like it could be worn even like out of drag, in the sense that like it could be an outfit that somebody wears. Then we have the blue jean look, and my favorite look is also Kylie's look. Look at the pants, look at her hair, it's giving Y2K. It's obviously Christina Aguilera inspired, but I love that she added her touches to it. So obviously she has the trans pride flag with her, but then she also used pink and blue colored bandanas as her top, while also having pink and blue in her hair, while also having the bandanas in the actual jeans, and then also the lacing of the jeans, like, cause she has them laced at the side. It's also blue and pink. Love it. For the design, yeah, as you can see, it's a Kylie sweep. It's this look. Not really crazy about it, but yeah, I like it. For the redemption runway, which is always hard to judge, but I just went with what I liked the most, and it is Scarlet Envy's reinterpretation of her entrance look. What a beautiful print. Now for the frills runway, it's going to be Jan. I like this sort of harlot kind of town whore aesthetic. I like the different colors. Not really crazy about this combination of colors, but I like how she put them all together. And yeah, I like this look for Jan. For the Clash of Patterns runway, I love what Akira did here. So smart to be like, oh, patterns. Oh yes, I'm going to do like patterns on a mannequin and for like design and everything. And I'm going to have the pincushion with all of the pins in it. And my hair is going to be just like, well, actually not hair, but just going to be like a fabric and everything. So good. Oh, I just noticed that her heels are like completely see-through. Yeah, love that. For the Got runway, it's going to be Jan again. Now, Jan in darker colors looks so good. Like, I don't know why she doesn't lean into that aesthetic. She usually goes for the more cutesy looks, but I think she looks really good when she goes a little darker, a little more goth, if you would like. I like her interpretation here. I like the different fabrics that she has on. I like that it's not just black. I like that it's different shapes and inspirations, and I love the hair. I love the little pentagram that she has on her forehead. The white contacts also, of course, help, as does the makeup, the crucifix, everything. Love this aesthetic. For the Tropic runway in episode 8, it's gonna be Trinity K. Bonet. I think she was the only one that did this look successfully. I love this carnival look. Gold and red. So I'm going to talk about this in a video where I do my least favorite looks, but gold and red, it can look gaudy at times. However, when it's mostly red with a bit of gold, like with gold accents and accessories, that's how you do it. That's how it looks good. And also, again, if you throw in black in there, black goes well with red, black goes well with gold. Very smartly done, and I love this look. For the pop art, I guess Eureka, because like, she went with the most obvious reference, as did a lot of other queens, and she did it well. It's also somewhat bizarre and different for her, so I gotta applaud that. And also, like, it's her face, and she's making the face, and she's Marilyn, but she's not, but, you know, she is. Yeah, Eureka. For the Drag Tots runway, it's gotta be Raj O'Hara. Oh my god, I love this look. I love any time somebody paints their skin to be like a non-human skin color. It always looks so cool to me. And when you go a step further and make the entire thing like that color, it's so cool. And I like that it's also different shades of purple, because you have the more pinkish purple underneath, like the bodysuit, but then the dress that she has on is darker bluish purple. But then also her hair is an even darker one that goes with the dress. But her skin is painted a similar color, but not too similar to the bodysuit. And I like all of the googly eyes that she has on her look. Love this look. It's animated, it's fun, it's cartoony. cartoony. It also, for some reason, blends with the runway here in the picture. But yeah, I love this one. For the fashion fail runway in episode 11, Kylie, I guess. And for the finale, it's yet again Raj O'Hara in purple. God, she looks so regal here. God, she should have been crowned here. Oh my god, I'm never gonna be over that. Look at her hair. So beautiful. Look at all of the velvet. Look at the gloves. Look at the accessories. Oh my god. Love it. My favorite look, if you haven't noticed, is Raja's drag tots look. I know it might seem a little strange to choose this one, but I just love how fun it is. And it's so animated and whimsical. I mean, my second favorite is definitely Kylie's blue jean look. That's so cunty, but I don't know. I just think that this look is like really smartly done. And again, it's fun. Like, isn't drag supposed to be fun? Season 5 did not have a lot of looks and a lot of runways, I've noticed while doing this. Starting with the promo / the entrance looks, because of COVID and everything, it's going to be Angina. Of course it's going to be Angina. Look how much this look is. Like, literally, look how much of it is there. I love all of the different colors. I love how it's symmetrical completely. I love the little train that she has, or like a cape that goes to become a train. The gold with the blue and the yellow and the purple. Love, 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 love. The only thing, why a pink lip? Why a pink lip with all of this? For the Love the Skin You're In runway, I think that was how the category was named, I'm giving it to Mariah because Mariah looks absolutely gorgeous here. And that's literally it. For the 3 looks in one, I'm gonna give it to Shea. I like that Shea tried to be a little more conceptual with her looks on All Stars 5. They weren't always like the most polished looking. Like, I don't think this is completely well done. I hate the hair. This is such a bad wig. The wings could have been better. The body thing that she has in front could have been better. However, the concept of the look and the way that she presented it and the makeup and just the fact that she thought of it, like, again, the concept of it, love, love, love. I hated all of the looks for the camera runway, and I'm actually choosing this to be like a protest, how would you say it? Like a protest choice, because it's camo. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Just be cunty in like camo, like a regular dark green camo. Oh my god, I hate them. I also didn't like any of the prom looks. I don't know, kind of weird. Anyway, the ball kind of that they had in episode 6, well, not ball, but they were like 2 looks. First, it was the country cousin look. Hated all of them. Yep, 3 looks in a row that I did not like any of them. But then I did like Shea's backyard eleganza look, the one that they had to create. It was almost Alexis Mateo's, but then when you look at the Alexis's look, you're like, oh, this is actually pretty simple, like just like to create. And then like the interesting parts were all just like cups that were, and I guess tablecloths that were like cut up and then glued onto the outfit. Shea actually did some like constructing here, and there is a clear design idea. I don't know if she finished the look. It looks a little unfinished, but yeah, I like what she's trying to do here. For the freak look, it's absolutely Jujubee. Oh my god, Jujubee's best look. It's so weird. I like all of the different patterns. I like all of the different colors. I love that she has these chains. Why does she have chains? Who knows? Why do we have to know? No, we don't have to know. I like the spikes. I like her makeup when she takes off the mask. Such a successful look. And from the finale, my favorite look is going to be Angina's look. Not much to say here. I like the concept. Again, we have the Fascinator. I like that it's monochromatic in the sense that it's, you know, black and white, but specific parts are white, specific parts are black, and then the newspaper print that she has there, but I mean, maybe it is, yeah, I don't think it is an extra, that it's actual like newspapers or whatever. God, Angina should have done so much better on All Stars 5. Bring back Angina. Remember Angina? Yeah, let's do that. Favorite look from All Stars 5, it is Jujubee's freak look, eleganza, whatever. Season 4. A lot of good looks from this season. Starting with the promos, my favorite look is Manila's look, and there are going to be a lot of Manila's looks here. I like the campy but still fashion and heavy design eye that she has for her looks on the show, or just like in general in drag. I like this paint dripping effect that she has with the look. I don't know if they're supposed to be paintbrushes or like chopsticks maybe in her hair, but yeah, I like that little accessory in her hair. For the entrance looks, there were again a lot of good entrance looks here, but my favorite is Mohart's look. Oh my god. This religious nonsense, fun, red roses, black bodysuit, but also chaps, but also roses as shoulder pads, but also a giant heart because she's Mohart on her head. Wow. So good. And such a waste for an entrance look. You know, like this would have killed on the runway, of course, but Oh my god, she looks so beautiful here too. And also, oh my god, the tiny wig. Love, love, love the pussycat wig with this. For the Elegance runway in episode 2, it's Manila again. It just looks really beautiful. And I think it's maybe like my only, the only look that I liked from that runway. For the boots runway, it's again going to be Manila. I love this bondage rabbit look. I also like that the boots are not even like the center point of the look. It's just like a look where she has boots on. And yes, it's completely criminal that she has a wife beater shirt there. But like, I don't know. I like the just not to say cheapness of it, but like the budgety quality that there is to the look. And also, oh my god, a carrot as like a gag ball. Oh my god, I love that. For the curves and swerves runway, I mean, it is Manila's original pad look. But other than that one, it is going to be Trinity because it looks fucking trippy. I love this type of hair. That's it. Now, I did kind of refrain from doing challenge looks, or rather the looks that I had to wear for challenges, because a lot of times they're not looks that are like, you know, specific categories. However, for the Lady Bunny roast, they were told to bring like funeral looks. And yeah, this is a category, so I'm gonna do that one. And my favorite is definitely going to be Manila's look because black and red. It's all black with red accessories, and the umbrella with the veil and the different layers of the dress that are different lengths. That it's so bizarre, but I like it. And then the random pop of like her iconic, you know, white streak in her hair that adds onto the look. It's actually like low-key, like respectful, kind of, for like a funeral look. Like she did not go like cunty with it too much. Like it still fits the bill, but it's also still campy and conceptual and whatnot. But for the angelic white runway look, I gotta give it to Naomi and her Prince homage. I don't know why she did it, but I'm glad that she did. For the plastic or Plastique Fantastique, or what was the actual name of that runway? Never mind. My favorite look is going to be Manila's look. Again, it's a concept that it's fashion, it's campy, but it's not like kitschy, you know? It's not like Katy Perry campy where it becomes kitschy. It's just like camp, and it's cool. And it actually like works even without like the concept of it being a fruit basket. It works as a look. For the makeover, surprisingly enough, I do have looks that I like, and it's Trinity's looks. God, this woman definitely voted Republican. These two characters voted Republican. For episode 9's Kitty Cat runway, I was in between two looks. I was between Mo's look and Monet's look, but it ended up being Mo's look. Oh my god, the Puss in the Boots look. I remember seeing it for the first time and just being gobsmacked by it. So cool. I mean, first of all, these boots in general, and then like the bodysuit, and the fact that she thought to do that, and her makeup is so good, and the giant hat, and the yellow feathers. Love, 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 love this one. And from the finale, my favorite look is going to be Trinity's top 4 look, or technically the crowning look? Well, no, not the crowning. No, yeah, it wasn't the crowning, but just like her top 4 look. White and blue together, even though I am looking at this and being like, oh, Greece, oh, like the Mediterranean, it also does look very rich. I hate her mousy brown hair. I don't think that wig ever works on anyone, especially not here. But like, if you don't look at her face, god, this dress is stunning. It's also like a Fabergé egg sort of inspired, so that's also a plus. However, my favorite look from this season is Manila's roast of Lady Bunny look. I like that it's campy and conceptual while also still being, not to say appropriate for a funeral, but like it still works as an outfit in itself without it all. Now we're going into All Stars 3, and first for the promo, it's absolutely going to be Milk's look. The bodysuit, the like muscly nonsense bodybuilder Barbie thing, and just that her look, like if you take away the bodysuit, her look is just like a bikini, and that's it. And I think that's kind of cunty. I love it. For the entrances, it's also going to be Milk's look. I love the chaps, first of all, but also I love this color. What a beautiful blue color. And then also, obviously, her hair is really cool. In episode 2, they had the Redemption runway, and I like Aja's runway look here. Her Princess Disaster inspired, well, not inspired, but redo or rather Redemption look. It's beautiful. She looks like a princess. It doesn't look messy like her original one did. And yeah, that's it. Now, for the wigs on wigs on wigs on wigs on wigs look, I'm giving it to ChiChi. ChiChi looks so beautiful here. Now, there's also this one and the one with the long hair, like just like the Cher hair kind of, but I prefer this one with just like in general, but also like with this look. This dress it is kind of gaudy, but I also like really love it with the aesthetic that ChiChi is giving here. I love the jewelry, especially the nose ring and the chain. It's definitely a very well-defined aesthetic, and she sold it really well. For the flowers runway, Trixie. Of course, like this maximalist nonsense that I read for some reason, like the judges didn't like this because it's like, oh, too much. If you ask me, there should be more flowers. The skirt that she has on should have more flowers. The little shirt that she has there should have more flowers on it. And also, I like that she has like the little kitty details on her boots. This is giving me something that like Rock'em Sakura would wear. For the Studio 64 design looks that I had to create, yeah, Trixie, I guess. For the kitty girls characters, it is going to be BenDeLaCreme because it's a fully realized aesthetic. It's giving Wednesday before Jenna Ortega's Wednesday. In episode 7 for the red for Filth runway, my favorite look is actually going to be Morgan McMichael's look. God, the tartan. So good. Red with orange hair. It shouldn't work, but it really does. And I love that this is just like kind of her showing off her Scottish pride. Can't say more, can't say less. It's just a beautiful look. I can appreciate the cultural references to it. And I also like the asymmetry of it. How like on one side you have the giant sleeve and on the other there's no sleeve, and then how the dress is bunched up on one side and it's showing off the white like underskirt that she has. Yeah, very good look. And also a very good look to be eliminated in. And from the finale, my absolute favorite look there is, of course, Asha's devil jury look. It's of course going to be the devil, and you know what I also like that I actually just noticed now? Her earrings are crosses upside down. Oh my god. All-Stars 3 really was Aja's peak. Like, argue with the wall. And also look at this outfit just in general. I like that it has a collar and a tie, but like actually no shirt. Just like this overcoat and the skirt thingy. And look at all of the different fabrics and all of the ornaments and all of the beading and all of the sequins and the gloves and the long nails. Yeah, this is my favorite look of the season, if you couldn't guess. Now we're in season 2, and for their promo looks, my absolute favorite looks is Detox's look. This look is so avant-garde, it is so fashion. I'm gonna say right away, this is my favorite look of the season. Why does it work? Why does dark purple with gold, with dark yellow, with dark blue that goes on to like a teal-ish color, why does it all work so well? Like none of this should work, but for me it works like really well. But like when it's all put together, it's so avant-garde and it's so fashion, and I love it. For the entrances, I like Adore's look, I like this aesthetic, she looks cute. That's it. For the latex runway, it is definitely going to be Katya's look. My unpopular opinion for that runway is that I did not like Detox's look. I'm not a fan of it. I don't get it. It's not my least favorite look from that. Like, we're not talking about that, but like, I think Katya's look absolutely bodied every other look on that runway. It's so whimsical, but it's still also, and again, yeah, campy, because like it's a swimming cap, but it's also a mermaid dress-ish kind of, but she's also swimming, and then the flowers, and then these two colors together. So beautiful and so well done. Maybe Katya's best look on Drag Race. For the future of drag, it's going to be Fifi's look. I remember seeing this and being like, oh, you can do drag like this? Oh, this can be done? Oh, wow. Why don't people do stuff like this? Again, we have somebody that painted their skin a non-human color. Although I do think it's mostly just like a bodysuit, a really good bodysuit with her face painted. And also like, look at her makeup. Really good. The prop. Oh my God. But like, even if you take away the prop, this is such a cool outfit because a bikini that shows off her tits, but covers her like crotch and everything, okay. Then the boots, so cool. The sleeves and the face mask, I mean, what kind of other mask is there? But like the mask on her face and just the thing on her head is so good. I wish more queens did this kind of drag on Drag Race. For the 2-in-1 looks, yeah, did not like any of them. For the stand-up, I guess Detox and Tatiana's looks. I like the like visual story that they're telling here, I guess. But other than that, For the pants runway, it was between 3 different looks. It was actually between 4 different looks, but it's going to be Tatiana. Oh my God, her getting eliminated in this look, which is like maybe the cutest anybody has ever looked on Drag Race runway, maybe up until that point, but also still criminal. The fact that she was eliminated in this, I love this one so much because it's an homage, obviously, to TLC and just like in general, that aesthetic of like 90s hip hop, but also in itself, it is a good look. It's not over the top, it's simplistic, and simple can sometimes be better than like maximalism, you know, depending on what you're trying to do. And just like the way that Tatiana presented it, I loved it so much. I think the presentation also helps a lot with how I view the look. For the makeover, Katya and her mom. Actually, this might be Katya's best look. This necklace thing, piece that she has on, what is that? I love it. Where did she find that? She probably made it or something, I don't know. I love her wig here, of course, and then her mom. It's such a good aesthetic, and I like that it's a makeover look that obviously ended up being in the top 2 that should have won had it been just like a regular one winner choice from the challenge. But like, it's a makeover look where they're not wearing just like the exact same thing. They are actual like partners where you can tell that they're like related but not twins. I'm so glad that she did this. And for the finale, my favorite look is Detox's Peachy Fantasy. However, like I've said, my favorite look from the season is Detox's promo look. But if I had to choose another look that's not from the promo, it would be Katya's latex look. And we have arrived to season 1. Alright. Starting with the promo, I'm gonna give it to Raven. I like how bizarre it is. I like the 2 tones of her dress being orange and black. Interesting combination. But then she pairs that up with, well, pink belt? Corset? Something in between those two. But then she also paints her nails and her lips and also wears these electric blue contacts. Cool mix of colors, cool wig. Obviously, the pose is kind of helping it. Yeah, it's, again, a simple look, but this look is not like clothes related. It's not like really complex, but the colors give a very good story here. From the entrances, my favorite look is, of course, going to be Manila's look. Is she trying to be Cruella? Is this being Cruella, or is it just you know, a cunty woman with a cigar, or rather a cigarette? I don't know. It doesn't matter. I like this look. But from the like duo where they had to like merge their aesthetics and whatnot, love what Chanel is wearing. It's maximalist, but like it doesn't go overboard. She has the headpiece, the giant headpiece with the feathers and everything sticking out, and then also the dress where it's just like all tailored really well. And I think she painted on her boobs and they look really well painted on. I mean, this screenshot is not the best, but still you can tell that this is a very maximalist but to a point look. Now for the 60s glam, I guess I gotta give it to Tammy. Now partially because of the read that she gave to Michelle when Michelle read Tammy in return, or rather Tammy read Michelle in return to Michelle's completely incorrect read. This may be the only time where like Tammy looked cute, and it might be like the only time that I liked Tammy's look on the show. And also, oh my god, the leopard print stockings. So nice. For episode 3, the bad girl looks that I had to wear, it's going to Manila because it's kind of gothic, it's a little messy, and it's no eyebrows. For the makeover, yeah, I didn't like any of them. Now, for the secret identity and the super villain looks, I'm giving it to Raven, to both of these, because Raven in her secret identity, who is this woman? Who is this cunty, maybe Latina, maybe Slavic, maybe just like in general mixed, very ethnically ambiguous, from a telenovela woman that's definitely a villain there, and her secret identity is not hiding that she's a villain, but it's also not hiding that she's very cunty and very sexy. I like it when Raven goes, obviously when Raven goes like Raven, when she is herself, but I also like it when she goes like a little more femme. And for her supervillain look, I mean, look at her. Look at the material. I love the face mask. Again, I'm saying again, face mask. Where else do you put a mask? I like the mask that she has on. I like the wig. I like that she's a supervillain not in a cat suit. Like she's in a dress. And from the finale, my favorite look is Raven's look. I don't know, I just like this kind of like sexy fantasy that she has on. However, my favorite look from the season, even though there weren't that many great looks, it's going to be Raven's supervillain look. Again, creepy, I like the aesthetic, I like Raven's presentation of it, and that's about it. So, now that we're done with all of the seasons, let's choose my favorite look from All Stars. Now the thing is, obviously my favorite looks change all the time, and like if you ask me on a different day or a different time, it's going to be a different look. Currently, I'm thinking it's going to be between Jimbo, her Trixie look, Detox's promo look, and I guess Aja's finale jury look. It's going to be Aja's finale look, the devil look. This is one of those looks where like I can remember them at any time, you know. Yeah, everything I said about it still stands. This was to me Aja's peak visually, and it's again simple, it's referential, you know what she's trying to do. She's not trying to reinvent the wheel, but she still is able to do something different and somewhat subversive with the take on this. Oh my god, the horns, the white hair, the makeup, the red lips, the like blood red lips, and the blood red outfit, and the sparkliness of it all. Love it all. Thank you for watching.